If our radar is going to work, it has to be turned on. We should regularly scan our environment with our 5 external senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. When we observe positive behaviors, we should reinforce those behaviors. If we observe stressors, we should take steps to reduce them or prevent an incident. Recognition is realizing that an external circumstance or chunk of information brought in from our external senses deserves our attention. We recognize things that we are looking for. If we expect positive behavior, we will recognize positive behavior. Physically, the information has traveled from the sensory nerves associated with each sense to an area of the brain referred to as the sensory thalamus. If the information doesn't pose a threat, it will travel to a part of the brain referred to as the cortex for further processing. If we observe no threat, we go about our business. If the information is inconsistent with past information, it will be processed by the emotional parts of the brain. Often, at this stage, we may experience a gut feeling or intuition, which gives us a sense that something isn't quite right. If there is a threat, we may react suddenly and with alarm from within our autonomic nervous system, sending us messages of fear or anger. Later, we'll talk about some tools for self-regulation that will help us to respond to situations, rather than reacting to situations that may be stressful. Once we recognize interesting information, it needs to be assessed. Unless we're experiencing an autonomic reaction, the first thing our brains will do is check our own memories for a rule that applies to the situation. If there is a rule stored in our memory, we'll probably follow it. This is called fast thinking, and it's how many of our decisions are made. Think of how you would respond if someone threw a baseball at you. If you've played baseball in the past, your brain may access that memory and tell your body to catch the ball. This is the type of interaction that fast thinking is good for. Sometimes, however, staff will need to engage in slower thinking processes to make the best possible decisions. Even highly experienced people can benefit from slowing down and thinking more deliberately. The MANT system believes that prior to making an important decision, it's important for staff members to assess themselves, the person or people involved in the situation, and the environment. Are you able to help in this situation? Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Am I frustrated, afraid, or confused? What kind of relationship do I have with the other person? Have I been honest, built a trusting relationship, and treated them with dignity and respect? Am I the best person to assist the other person at this time? Or do I need help working with this person in this situation? What sort of unmet needs might the other person have? Do they have prior history with the people around them? What's the root of their behavior? Is the root internal, external, a combination of both internal and external? Was there a setting event? What distance might be appropriate to establish from the other person? What stance should you be using? Assess the environment. The environment is everything and everyone around the person. Is the room too hot or cold? Too quiet or noisy? Too dark or too light? Too many or too few people? If you're inside a building, where are the exits? If you're outdoors, what dangers might be present? Are there potential weapons present? Do you need to create more distance or move closer for support? Using the information gathered while recognizing and assessing, the next step is to decide. Should any action be taken? If there is a service plan in place for the other person, be sure your decision is consistent with that plan. What we do as a result of our decision is act. The act could be to do something verbal, nonverbal, or physical. We may also decide to do nothing. There may be some kind of code word or specific response specified in the plan that's best to use with the person. Follow through with the act that best supports the person. There will be some kind of result to the action that was taken. Review the results of the action. Did you accomplish your goal? Did you make the person feel safe and meet their needs? Are all of the team members safe? If the actions didn't go as planned, you'll need to recognize this and repeat the cycle of assess, decide, act, and review the results until the issue is resolved.